Yo, what up guys? Welcome back to another video. I don't know if you can tell or not, but I'm in a different location. I finally got the new studio kind of set up, and I wanted to apologize for the lack of cinematographic content in the recent months. I literally haven't left the house besides getting essentials and, nothing really to video. Maybe that would be a vlog of sorts. It would be like a 10-minute walk to the grocery store. Let me vlog walking to the grocery store. Anyways, I hope everybody's staying safe and doing well out there. I promise that as soon as I can, I'm gonna get back out there and actually make like normal content, I guess. So I was sitting down and I don't know, I've been talking to my parents back at home and like the whole kerfuffle with what's happening in the States and made me really upset. And then I realized I really don't want to talk about that here. So if you're expecting that kind of content, I don't know, I just feel like it doesn't match what I'm trying to make. Instead, I wanted to talk about, well, kind of like how I've been talking about, whether it's like habits or like states of mind or stuff like that, that's gonna more help us instead of just complaining, because that's not gonna help us at all. So last time we talked about like some of the positives going around the virus, and then we talked about like how to do the dedicated practice. And today I kind of wanted to, because something I've noticed is, even for me, it's been really hard to keep my habits. What's the word I'm looking for? It's been hard to keep my habits regulated, like keeping them routine and doing them often and at the same time and stuff like I used to. Even like work used to be like a great equalizer. Like I'd have to sometimes start getting ready for work and actually driving to work. And now I'm just staying at home, so I don't have to do anything until like 5 minutes before work, like slap on a button-down shirt and like log onto my computer and I'm good to go. And that's really kind of screwed a bunch of stuff up, along with like just not leaving the house. Like, normally you're like, oh, I'm gonna go for a walk or I'll go do this, but like you really can't do anything. I guess if you're in America, it's a bit easier. If you're somewhere more suburban, you can at least kind of go for a walk because you can avoid people. But like in Hanoi, you really can't. The city isn't technically on lockdown, but like most people are just staying at home. I really need to work personally on like having like a better sleep schedule and like actually like doing stuff. And there's some things I've started implementing this week to make them a little bit better that I figure you can also try to use. One of them I've found is like not how can I say it? Like basically you want to make a schedule. And you want to kind of have an idea of when you want to do each thing, like time block it, like, okay, from 9 to 11, I'm doing this. From 11 to 12, I'm doing this, and really break down each day, like what you're going to do specifically in that time. Now, I've noticed something, because I tried to do this for months, is you don't want a general thing. Like I would say to myself, make more videos. And I just stopped doing it after a while, because it's like, okay, well, I'm editing a video today, or I'm recording another video, or I'm doing this, and then eventually you just kind of get out of it. So my one thing is, when you're making your schedules, be very specific. Like instead of saying like, oh, I'm just gonna exercise, maybe you can say, I'm gonna work out my abs, or I'm doing lower body or upper body or whatever, or I'm stretching or whatever. Try to make it really specific. And not for everything. You don't want to spend all your time scheduling, but at least like have an idea of what you're gonna do specifically in those certain blocks. And because it's very important right now for us not to fall into a rut. I mean, we need to relax. It's a stressful time, especially for all of you guys back in America. It's probably a lot more stressful than it is for me here. But I'd recommend you keep some kind of normalcy with your schedule. Get like 8 hours of sleep. Don't be sleeping for 12 or 15 hours a day, which I have done before in this mess. So it's not uncommon, but we can try to avoid it. The other thing I was gonna say to everybody, something that I didn't stop doing that really helps me, is make sure you're exercising somehow. Like keep your body strong. There's a bunch of apps actually that are now free or discounted, or there's YouTube videos. There's all kinds of stuff you can find out. Do something, you can, I know you can't go to the gym now, so at least you can do bodyweight exercise at home. I found yoga to be super useful. I thought yoga was just for stretching, by the way, but actually like it's really difficult. You're like holding these positions and like all your muscles are trying to like, now feel the burn for the next 45 seconds. You're like, what? I gotta do this for 45 seconds? It really like throws you for a loop. You're just like, wow. Anyways, it's great. Make sure you exercise. My one friend posted on Facebook, I don't remember exactly what it said, but it was basically like, if you don't write your memoirs, or if you don't like achieve your dreams during this quarantine, don't be sad. Like it's okay to take time for yourself. And I mean, it's true. Like just because you have this time, it doesn't mean you need to do everything you've ever wanted to do, because it is a stressful time. You can't just put that away and be like, I'm gonna write a book that I've always wanted to write. I mean, you can start writing it and you have the time, but don't feel sad if you're not doing something each day. We need to take that time, because we need to de-stress. Because one thing that historically people have always avoided has been like, sure, we're physically safe at home, sure, we're well fed, and sure, we have doctors available to phone call or whatever, but people always neglect mental health. So take the time to do whatever. I've been watching guys speedrun Zelda like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask for like the past like week and a half. Like I like literally they're on in the background as I'm doing stuff. Like I'm just listening to these guys play the same games over and over, which by the way, I really want to get rid of my PS4 because it really sucks here. Like connectivity issues with the internet here. I'm constantly calling the ISP. I kind of just want to get like a Nintendo Wii and buy like old games and play. Anyways, have time for yourself. Have time to do whatever you want, you know, so don't feel bad to spend time for yourself. So that's kind of like the 3 big takeaways that I wanted to say. Actually, wait, I got one more I wanted to say. Bonus. I just thought of it now. Is try to eat healthy. Don't just go and be eating junk food. I've heard like, you know, now the big problem in the world is like people are eating too much, people are drinking too much alcohol, and people are doing too many drugs because there's so much free time. So do be aware, like you don't want to throw off your physical health by eating junk food and not exercising. So if you put them together, try to eat healthy and try to stay active. It can be really good for your body. So, you know, have some kind of schedule for your days and think about what you're gonna do. Do that ahead of time, write it down, download an app. There's 100 different ways to do it. I have a big whiteboard that I keep outside where I write down what I'm gonna do. Make sure you are exercising often and make sure you're having time for yourself. Don't be stressed. Okay, that's a stupid thing. I take that back. Of course, don't be stressed, but try to find things that can help ease your mind, whatever it happens to be. For me, it's playing or watching guys play video games. For you, it's whatever it happens to be. You know, I've seen a lot of people baking. I don't know. You do you, man. And then the last thing was like eat healthy. So like I've been saying, guys, don't go out there, but stay inside. Go out there. Go in there. Do whatever. Stay safe, but keep yourself sane. Keep yourself sane. Keep your body healthy. Feed your body well, and we'll all make it through this together. Hopefully something will happen that will lead us to the end of this sooner rather than later. But, you know, if not, I say like build a good routine, because who knows how long we'll be doing this, right? And try to make the most of it. So anyways, guys, channel updates will be coming. I'm still working on it. Huong and I are working on it. So I'm actually going to go edit the video after I edit this video tonight. So stay tuned, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.